Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's trad beer night. And the beer we're going for tonight is a lager. It's this one. It is Kingfisher Premium. And Kingfisher Premium comes in a big 650ml bottle. This one weighs in at 4.5% ABV. And it says on the back of the bottle that Kingfisher has been quenching the thirst of consumers for almost half a century. Winner of multiple awards for its refreshing taste, Kingfisher is the beer for taking a step back from life, appreciating the colour of life and seeing the beauty around. Take a sip, look up and see beauty. That's a little bit deep for my liking for a Sunday afternoon, certainly for a lager. Anyway, a mass-produced one at that. Does rather helpfully say it's not for minors. It is what it is. Anyway. Yeah, your ingredients is listed as water, malted barley, glucose syrup, torrefied wheat, hops, and colouring. Beer should not have colouring, but this one does. Does it affect the flavour? We should find out, I guess. Pouring into my vocation glass because we can. I've never had a beer with colouring in, knowingly anyway. The pour is... well, lager coloured. Is it the colouring or is it the brewing of the beer? We won't know because we haven't got one without the colouring. Clear as a bell, golden in colour, and a pretty tight white head. That's your beer in a glass. It looks like a slightly darker than normal lager. I am sceptical. Why have they added colouring? What about it needs the colouring? Good brewer doesn't need it. Anyway, let's have a whiff. Light. It's very light on the nose. It does smell like lager, but it smells like cheap, chemically lager. There's nothing particularly exciting about it at all. It smells like a hangover. Reminds me of my younger formative years when Kronenberg 1664 was consumed in large quantities in various pubs in and around Dartford. But there we go. Anyway, it looks all right. It smells unlike a lager that I would enjoy. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. It's cold and wet. The body's about where it should be. Light to medium, good levels of carbonation. It's crisp, clean and refreshing in that regard. But the flavour, bland. Very bland. There is a little hint of lager flavour, but blandness sticks out more. Tastes neither malty nor particularly hoppy. It's a disappointment, frankly. It's a big disappointment. Now, it's not as bad as, say, a Budweiser or a Carling. Because they're kind of, well, absolutely minging. But this is just tasting, really, of nothing. Maybe like you've licked a few pennies. That kind of metallic nothingness. Yeah. If you want something that's just cold and wet and going to quench some kind of thirst, yes. Absolutely, it will do the job. But if you want a lager with flavour, this is not a beer you should be going for at all. Unless you like I say, licking pennies. It's not even something that I wouldn't cook with it. I wouldn't. I know what I'd use it for. Beer traps for slugs. That's what I'd use it for. Anyway, scoreboard of joy time. It's currently void of anything, and I think if I'm going to be honest, it's going to be pretty void by the time I finish with it anyway. So, red pen of judgment at the ready. Let's revisit the pour of this artificially coloured beer. See what it looks like. Now, if you take the beer on its appearance, it looks good. The colour is good. How much of it is actual colouring, how much of it is from the brewing process, we'll never know. So this is the one area I'm going to give it some benefit of the doubt and say it looks good and give it the point. The aroma, what aroma? There is next to nothing. There is the vague hint of a hangover, the essence of burning in the back of your throat, and the tiniest suggestion of lager. There is absolutely nothing I like about that. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give it a big fat 0. The body is about right. I can't really fault that. It's light to medium. It's crisp. It's clean. And the carbonation is good. I have to be objective. I'm going to give it the point. The flavour. Well, there is none. There's nothing to speak of that is nice about this beer, unless, of course, like I say, you like licking old coins from your nan's purse. It's ridiculously light. It's slightly metallic. There's no hop flavour to speak of. There's no bitterness. There's no grassiness. There's nothing nice about this beer. The malt presence is, well, lacking. Let's be honest. I don't like this one at all. It's getting a nothing from me. And the finish. I like my lagers to be crisp, grassy, slightly peppery, a little bit je ne sais quoi. I don't know, but anything other than what this is. This is nothing. It's watery, it's thin on the back end, there's no real flavour to speak of that's enjoyable. It tastes like mass-produced swill. So it's getting a nothing on the finish as well. Which means it's got 2 out of 5. And I think that's being generous. It looks alright, and the body's about right. Bonus points. I think we're going to go no for buy it again, no for value for money, and no for the bonus. It couldn't have that anyway. It didn't get 5 out of 5. No, I wouldn't buy it again. Not even for slug traps, because I can buy a 10-pack of stubbies from Lidl for about £2 something, and that's better value. And you get more slug trap juice. Value for money, no. Buy again, no. Bonus, no. 2 out of 5. It's atrocious, ladies and gents, boys and girls. How this one continues to stay on the shelves, I don't know. Maybe it's the appeal of the nice blue flash of a bird on the front. You know, the Kingfisher itself, the elusive bird that I've yet to be able to photograph because it's too damn quick for me. That's the only appeal to this beer. Yeah. Says the king of good times. That's optimistic. It's a bad beer. Yeah. I cannot recommend it in any way, shape or form. If you have tried it, I give you my commiserations as well. If you haven't, do not, because it's just god-awful. That's all I've got to say about that. And we'll leave it there and say that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.